Stop. Before you call that bathroom restoration company, before you spend $300, $400, maybe $500 trying to fix that yellow bathtub sitting in your home right now, I need you to watch this video. Because what I'm about to show you costs less than a cup of coffee. It fits in the palm of your hand. And it does, permanently, what no scrubbing brush, no bleach, no professional-grade cleaner has ever been able to do for you. There's a powder, a white powder that's been sitting on chemistry shelves for over 200 years. A powder that professional restoration contractors use themselves before they charge you $400 and hand you a receipt. And here's the part that's going to make you angry. It costs $1 a use, sometimes less. And the result? You're going to see half a tub, screaming yellow, turn snow white in under 20 minutes. Not temporarily, not until next month. Permanently. Stay with me, because this is one of those videos you're going to share with every person you know who owns a bathtub. And that's everyone. Let me paint you a picture. You wake up one morning, you look at your bathtub, and it's yellow. Not light yellow, not maybe it's the lighting yellow. Deep, old, embarrassing yellow. The kind of yellow that makes guests uncomfortable. The kind that makes you scrub for 45 minutes and still feel like you failed. So what do? You go to the store. You buy the most aggressive-looking cleaner on the shelf. Something with professional strength written on it in aggressive red letters. You spend $12, $14, $18, you scrub, you rinse, and the yellow laughs at you. So you go online. You find a bathroom restoration service. They come in with their equipment and their uniforms and their confidence. They quote you $350, maybe $450. Maybe they look at you and say, this is going to need a full resurface. That's $600. And you pay it, because what choice do you have? But here's what they don't tell you. The product doing the actual work, the real chemistry behind the transformation they're charging you hundreds of dollars for, is a compound called oxalic acid, and you can buy a pound of it for $8. You can fix your entire bathtub for literally $1. $1. That gap between $1 and $500 is not an accident. It is a business model. And today, we're blowing that model wide open. Now I want you to think about something. If a $1 powder could permanently solve a problem that millions of homeowners face every single year, why don't you know about it? Why isn't it on the front page of every home improvement article? Why isn't your hardware store employee pointing you straight to it? Why does Google show you $40 miracle cleaners and bathroom renovation quotes before it shows you the actual chemistry? Follow the money. The bathroom restoration industry is worth billions. Billions. And that market only exists because the problem keeps coming back. Because the solutions you're being sold, the foaming sprays, the enzyme cleaners, the oxygen-powered tablets, they're designed to reduce the yellowing temporarily. They're designed to bring you back to the store. Again. And again. What doesn't generate repeat revenue cannot survive in a consumer market. And here's the truth that the industry absolutely does not want trending. Oxalic acid doesn't just clean the stain, it chemically dismantles it at the molecular level. You use it once. You do the final protective step I'm going to show you. And the stain doesn't come back. That is not a good product for a company trying to sell you a subscription refill pack. This knowledge didn't disappear because it stopped working. It was buried. Quietly. Systematically. Buried under layers of marketing and branding and new formula promises. And I'm tired of watching people waste their money. So let's dig it back up. If you're new here, welcome. This channel exists for one reason. To tell you the things that nobody in the industry wants you to hear. We don't sell products. We don't have sponsorship deals with cleaning companies. We have zero financial incentive to mislead you. What we do, every single week, is take the information that used to live only in professional trade manuals and chemistry textbooks, and we hand it directly to you. If that sounds like something you want in your life, hit subscribe right now. Hit the bell. Because the next time we release one of these videos, you don't want to miss it because the algorithm decided not to show it to you. Join the people who are done being sold solutions to problems that already have a $1 answer. Now let's get into the real science, because this is where it gets seriously interesting. Let me ask you something. When you look at that yellow bathtub, what do you think you're looking at? Most people think dirt, grime, soap buildup, hard water residue, and that assumption is exactly why everything you've tried hasn't worked. Because you're not fighting dirt. You're fighting chemistry. Here's what's actually happening inside that porcelain or acrylic surface. Your water's sick, especially if you're in a region with high iron content, which according to the U.S. Geological Survey affects water supplies serving over 85 million Americans. 6. Your water carries dissolved iron particles. Tiny, invisible, harmless to your health. But every time that water sits in your tub, every time it evaporates, every time you run a bath and let it drain slowly, 6, those iron particles get left behind. And then they oxidize. You know what oxidized iron is called? Rust. That yellow, orange, brown discoloration eating into your tub? It's not soap scum. It's not age. It's not the tub wearing out. It is rust. Deposited at a microscopic level, bonded into the surface, layer by layer, bath by bath, year by year. And now here's why bleach fails. Bleach is an oxidizer. It works by stripping color from organic stains, 6 mold, mildew, food dye, but iron oxide 6 rust 6 is already fully oxidized. You cannot bleach away something that's already been through that chemical process. You are trying to clean a stain with a product that has 0 chemical mechanism to interact with that stain. It's not that you were scrubbing wrong. It's not that you weren't using enough product. You were using the wrong chemistry entirely. And the industry has been very, very happy to keep selling you that wrong chemistry. Over and over and over again. Let's go through the list, because I know you've tried things, and I want you to understand exactly why each one failed, and not to make you feel bad, but because when you understand the failure, the solution becomes obvious. Bleach-based cleaners. We just covered this. Bleach has 0 chemical reactivity with iron oxide. 0. The manufacturers know this. They know that yellowing caused by mineral deposits is immune to chlorine-based oxidizers. But new ultra bleach formula sells, so they keep selling it. Baking soda and vinegar. The internet's favorite home remedy. And looky, it works beautifully for a lot of things. Baking soda is a mild abrasive. Vinegar is a mild acide. Together they fizz dramatically, which feels like something powerful is happening. But acetic acid was sheer, the acid in vinegar duar is far too weak to dissolve iron oxide bonds. You might get a tiny surface improvement. You might feel like it worked for 3 days. Then the yellow comes back because the underlying mineral deposit is completely untouched. Magic erasers and abrasive scrubber. These work on surface-level grime, but rust staining in porcelain doesn't sit on top of the surface. It's bonded into the pores of the material. You would have to sand through the entire surface to reach it mechanically, which means you'd destroy the tub. Bathroom restoration spray products from the store. These are often just milder versions of the same bleach chemistry, with some surfactants and a pleasant smell added. Marketing gold. Chemistry 0. Professional cleaning services using basic methods. Even some contractors will show up and use enhanced versions of these same products. Charge you $200 for 2 hours and leave you with a tub that looks 30% better for maybe 6 weeks. You weren't using the wrong products because you're not smart. You were using the wrong products because the right product was never put in front of you. The chemistry you needed, oxalic acid, was removed from consumer awareness decades ago, not banned, not dangerous when used correctly, just quietly, profitably, sidelined. The part they really don't want you to hear is coming. Keep watching. Let's talk about money. Real money. The global bathroom cleaning products market, just cleaning products, not renovation or restoration, was valued at over $4.2 billion in 2023. That's billion with a B, and it's projected to grow every single year for the next decade. Now ask yourself, how does a cleaning products market grow? Not by solving the problem permanently. A permanent solution is a one-time sale. The model that generates $4.2 billion 6 and growing 6 is a model built on repeat purchases, on monthly restocking, on products that work well enough to make you feel like progress is happening, but not well enough to actually eliminate the problem. Think about it from a business perspective. If you sell someone a product that fixes their bathtub permanently for $8 or $6, you make $8 once. Ever. But if you sell them a professional bathroom restorer for $18 that lasts 3 weeks, you make $18. Then another 18, then another. Over 10 years, that's hundreds of dollars from one customer. Now multiply that by tens of millions of households. That's the industry. That's the incentive structure. That's why the shelves are stacked with products that keep the yellow at bay temporarily, instead of eliminating the chemistry that causes it. The bathroom restoration contractor industry operates similarly. The average bathroom restoration service call in the United States costs between $200 and $600. And because the underlying mineral staining is never chemically addressed, most customers call back within 12 to 18 months. That's not a bug in the business model. That's the business model, and you've been funding it. Until today. Here's where the story gets genuinely fascinating. Oxalic acid is not some modern laboratory invention. It was not synthesized in the 1990s by a corporation looking for a new product line. It was first isolated in 1776. 1776. The same year, the Declaration of Independence was signed. Swedish chemists Carl Wilhelm Scheele and Torbjörn Bergman extracted it from wood sorrel, a plant. A common, leafy, completely unintimidating plant that grew in gardens and fields. They discovered that this acid, this naturally occurring compound found in rhubarb, spinach, certain berries, had remarkable properties when it came to dissolving specific types of mineral and metallic deposits. By the 19th century, industrial applications were everywhere. It was used in textile bleaching, in leather tanning, in metal treatment, in wood restoration. Craftsmen and tradespeople across Europe and America knew about it, used it daily. It was a working-class tool. Then came the 20th century. Then came mass marketing. Then came consumer packaged goods and grocery store shelf placement and advertising budgets. And this ancient, effective, cheap compound got quietly replaced on the consumer shelf by things with brand names and higher margins. But here's what's interesting. Professional craftspeople never forgot about it. Marble restorers use it. Wood refinishers use it. Industrial plumbers use it. Boat hull cleaners use it. Metal workers use it. It never went away. It just got removed from your awareness. Deliberately moved from the consumer aisle to the professional supply catalog. Okay, let's break down exactly what's happening when oxalic acid meets that yellow iron stain. And I promise, I'm going to make this so simple that you'll be explaining it to your neighbors tomorrow. You know how rust forms on metal? Iron meets oxygen meets water, and you get iron oxide, that red-brown compound we call rust. It's a chemical bond. It's not just dirt sitting on a surface. It's a new substance bonded together at the molecular level. Now your bathtub stain is the same principle. Iron deposits from your water, oxidized over time, bonded into the microscopic pores of your porcelain or acrylic surface. Regular cleaners try to physically remove this or bleach the color out, but the bond is too strong. The chemistry doesn't match. It's like trying to take apart a Lego structure by spraying water on it. You're not engaging with the mechanism that holds it together. Oxalic acid operates on a completely different principle. It doesn't try to scrub the rust away. It doesn't try to bleach it. It does something called chelation. Think of chelation like molecular handcuffs. Oxalic acid molecules have a specific structure that bonds directly with iron ions. They grab onto the iron at the molecular level and pull it away from its oxygen bonds. They literally disassemble the rust molecule. The result? The iron oxide compound breaks down into soluble iron oxalate, a compound that simply rinses away with water. The stain isn't scrubbed off. It isn't bleached. It's chemically dismantled and washed down the drain. This is why the transformation is so dramatic. This is why people watch the process and feel like they're witnessing something almost magical. You're not seeing an illusion. You're seeing chemistry doing exactly what chemistry is designed to do, interacting with the specific molecular structure of the problem and resolving it. The right chemistry. For the first time. Let me give you the numbers, because numbers matter. Average professional bathroom restoration service, $350 to $600 per visit. Average time before yellow staining returns without chemical treatment 12 to 18 months. Cost over 10 years, assuming one service call per year, $3,500 to $6,000. That's without accounting for price increases. Without the upsells, we recommend resealing for an extra $150. Without the inconvenience of scheduling, waiting, being home for the appointment. Now the other side. 1 pound of oxalic acid powder from a reputable supplier, $8 to $12. Amount needed per full bathtub treatment, 2 to 4 tablespoons. Treatments per pound, approximately 20 to 30 uses. Cost per treatment, less than $1. Time required, 20 minutes. And here's the critical difference. When you do this with the protective step I'm going to show you, which costs another $10 one time, the staining doesn't return on the same timeline. You're not just cleaning the tub, you're altering the surface's relationship with the mineral deposits in your water. Over 10 years, your total spend with this method, under $30. Professional services over 10 years, $3,500 to $6,000. That gap, that $3,070 to $5,970 gap, is what the industry collects from your wallet because this video doesn't trend. So share it. We'll get to that. First, let's restore your tub. This is the part you came for, and I'm going to walk you through every single step. Clearly, confidently, beginner-friendly. What you need. Oxalic acid powder available at hardware stores, wood treatment sections, or online. Brands like Barkeeper's Friend contain it, but I recommend buying pure oxalic acid powder for maximum effect. Rubber gloves, non-negotiable, wear them. Safety glasses, optional but recommended. A soft bristle brush or sponge, not abrasive steel wool. Warm water, a small bowl or bucket for mixing. Ventilation. Open a window. Turn on the bathroom fan, important safety note. Oxalic acid is a mild acid. It is not dangerous when handled correctly with gloves and basic ventilation. Millions of people have used it safely for generations. Treat it with respect, not fear. Keep it away from children and pets until it's fully rinsed. Never mix it with bleach. That's it. Step 1. Preparation. 2 minutes. Clear the tub completely. Remove all bottles, soap dishes, accessories. Rinse the entire tub surface with warm water. You want the surface wet, not dripping, but evenly damp. This is important. The acid solution distributes more evenly and penetrates more effectively on a moist surface. Step 2. Mix your solution, 1 minute. In your bowl, mix approximately 2 to 3 tablespoons of oxalic acid powder with 1 cup of warm water. Stir until the powder dissolves completely. The solution will look like slightly cloudy water. This is correct. For heavy, deep staining that's been there for years, you can go slightly stronger, 4 tablespoons per cup, but start with 3. Step 3. Application. 3 minutes. Pour or brush the solution directly onto the stained areas. If you have a soft brush, work it gently into the surface. You're not scrubbing, you're just helping the solution contact every part of the stain. You should start to notice something within 60 to 90 seconds. The yellow will begin to lighten. Not chip off, not wash away. Lighten, as the iron oxide is being chemically dismantled in real time. This is the moment people film and post online because it looks genuinely unbelievable. Half the tub yellow, half the tub bright, brilliant white, a visible line between where the acid has and hasn't worked yet. If you have a particularly stubborn stain, apply a second coat over the first without rinsing in between. Step 4. Dwell time, 10 to 15 minutes. Leave the solution on the surface. Do not scrub aggressively. The chemistry is doing the work. Check at 10 minutes. For most stains, you'll see dramatic results already. For staining that's decades old, you may want to go the full 15 to 20 minutes. Then apply a second treatment after rinsing. Step 5. Rinse thoroughly. 2 minutes. Rinse the entire tub with clean water, warm, flowing water. Make sure all of the oxalic acid solution is completely washed away. What you should see now, a bathtub that looks like it did when it was installed. White, bright, clean at a level that no scrubbing product ever achieved. Take a moment. Look at what $1 worth of chemistry just did. Now, here's the step that most people skip. And it's the step that separates people who fix this once from people who fix it every year. After the tub is completely rinsed and dry, apply a thin coat of carnauba wax or a dedicated porcelain sealant. Both are available for $10 to $15. Apply it like you're waxing a car. Thin coat, let it cure. Buff lightly. What this does? It creates a microscopic barrier on the tub surface that dramatically reduces the ability of iron particles to bond into the pores. Your water still has iron in it. That hasn't changed. But now, instead of bonding to the surface and oxidizing over years, those particles sit on top of the wax layer and rinse away with normal bathing. One application of sealant every 6 months, a 15-minute process, and you may never deal with yellow staining again. This is the information that converts a $1 fix into a permanent solution. One-time fix, not a recurring problem.